Well, good afternoon. If it's Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, it's time for Mondays with Michael live, wherever you're seeing this. Our broadcasting here on Facebook, LinkedIn, our YouTube channel. Go subscribe, and of course, X. So we're all over the place. So if wherever you're seeing this, if you watch this post session, thanks for watching. So today we're going to start another series. So today we're going to start a series around teamwork and a particular program that we offer to teams. So we get a lot of calls. I'm sure that there are also a lot of folks out there that get calls internally, HR, internal training. Our team is struggling, not really working real well together. We're remote, we're hybrid, we're getting together, we're struggling. So we get those calls from time to time too, either from our internal clients or from clients directly to us looking for our help in working with teams. How do we get people to work better together? And there are a lot of different programs to do that, obviously. We use DISC, so we use DISC in that environment. Our colleagues use Myers-Briggs in that environment. There are strength finders. There are a lot of other assessments you can use in that environment, but there are not a lot of programs that take the team from point A to point B and to work through the issues that really are affecting the team cohesiveness to really get along. So as you know, we're Wiley partners, so we use the 5 behaviors program. So over the next several weeks, we're going to go through that program a little more in depth, specifically about how we advise our customers use the program, how we use the program, and some options for you to how to use the program. So when we get a call that from an HR person internally or training person that the finance team, let's say, or the accounting team is having a tough time and they really need to work better together, can you possibly do the 5 behaviors program with them? The 5 behaviors program is researched and developed by Wiley. It's based on Patrick's book, Lencioni's book. If you read the book, you know the program. We'll go through the 5 principles as we go through the program. But I get the call from the client, and the first thing I asked him is, let me talk to the team leader. So I'm going to talk to the team leader about what's going on with the team. And when I get the team leader finally one-on-one, I'll ask them what's going on. Is the team struggling? Is it a new team? Is it a team that's been around for a while? What's happening with the team? And one or two things happens. Either the leader of the team says, Michael, our team is struggling. I've seen the 5 behaviors program. I've seen what the assessment's going to measure. This is exactly what we're looking for. I'm your, partner along the way. Let's do this. And so we'll lay out the schedule and the program, what it looks like, and we'll go forward. Sometimes I'll talk to the team leader and they'll say, Michael, this is really an HR thing. So good luck, but, don't look for a lot of help from me. And then I'll call back the HR person like, this person really isn't ready. This team isn't really ready. If the leader's not ready, we really can't do this. But let's say we want to go down this road. The team leader says, this is what's going to happen. We want to go down this road. So what are kind of the first steps in making sure that this program is successful? We need to set the right environments. This is a learning opportunity. This is not a once and done situation. So the way we deliver the program, the 5 principles, we deliver each of those in 5 separate sessions, right? So we do 5 half-day sessions. By the book, it's a 20-hour program. You can deliver it in a couple of days, and that has an emotional impact. But I am more of a skill-building type trainer. So I prefer doing them 5 sessions over the course of time, every 2 or 3 weeks. I would like to see the team practice each of the 5 principles, come back and talk about how they're practicing the 5 principles, challenge them on practicing the 5 principles, and then stacking them on top of one another. So it's building one skill on top of the other skill on top of the other skill. I also use the comparison reports in my sessions where we compare each team member to each other team member around the 5 principles. When we get to that module, I'll show you what that looks like. But we definitely use the comparison reports along the way because we want individual team members talking to each other along the way to learn how to better work together at the one-on-one level. Because I'm a believer that if we work better together at the one-on-one level, we'll work better together at the small group level, and then we'll work better at the team level. But it all starts with you and me working better together. So we're going to give you some tools on how to do that. We build action plans along the way. So for each of the 5 principles, we build an action plan for each of the 5 areas. So by the time we get to the end of the program, we've built an action plan playbook. We built a playbook of action items that the team is going to own up to. And then in the last module, we select which of those are have to happen right away, and we get people to own up to those. So the 5 areas what we go through are trust, conflict, commitment, accountability, and results. Those are the 5 principles of the program. Over the next several sessions I do here on Mondays with Michael, we're going to do a deeper dive on each of those 5 areas. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly what the assessment measures, what it is we focus on when it comes to those principles, what are the action items, and what are the activities. So if you're a trainer and you're going to deliver this program, because most of my work these days is working with trainers who deliver. And so I spend a lot of time one-on-one with trainers and small groups of trainers teaching them how to deliver this program. So if you're going to deliver this program, you may want to cue in the Mondays with Michael, because we're going to go through the 5 areas and we're going to pull up the assessment and we're going to talk about what actually happens in the classroom. How do you make this program work on a step-by-step level and stack them along the way? So be prepared. Have your leader's guide ready, because we're going to go through this section by section. Our next section will obviously be around the introduction to trust. We combine that into one module, and we'll talk about the trust module, what it is we measure, and what it is we focus on. So until next time, this is Mondays with Michael live. Wherever you're watching this, give us a follow, give us a like, give us some feedback, and we'll see you soon at our next session on trust.